Alright, so here I have set out a bunch of cards. Why? Because I have worked out a way to play Star Wars Pazaak with standard playing cards, rather than having to go out and buy those weird, expensive, only good for one game cards. It requires two standard decks of playing cards. You start by sorting out the spades and the clubs, and you remove the jokers and the royal cards, but you keep the aces. Aces are low in this game, they represent 1. Combine the spades and clubs from both decks, and you've got your table deck, from which each player draws to place their cards on the table. Then you have the diamonds and the hearts for use of both players. So this way also allows a 2-player game on only one person's effort. You keep the suits and the jokers in these ones because all of these cards you use to build your side decks. One player picks diamonds, another picks hearts. This helps distinguish between individual players, as well as keeping the distinction between the table deck and these side deck cards. Now, things have to work a little differently since standard playing cards, you don't have the same cards available as actual Pazaak. But you can still, as I've worked out, play the game if you use the cards differently. So you've got 1 through 10, obviously, but instead of having simple plus cards and minus cards as well as flip cards, all of them act as flip cards, and it's plus or minus based on how you put it on the table. You take the card, place it facing normally as a plus card, or place it sideways to play it as a minus card. That's pretty easy, and there you have that. Now for the suit cards, those are the really special cards. Ideally there would be 5, but standard playing cards just don't accommodate all the special cards. So here we have Jack is the plus or minus 1 or 2. Queen and King are the flip cards. Queen flips 2 and 4 cards. If they're plus before you play this, they become minus. If they're minus, they become plus. Same for the King with 3 and 6 cards. And the Jack is the tiebreaker. As I already stated, there aren't enough cards to accommodate having the double card, so that is left out of what I'm calling poor man's Pazaak. But once you have all this, you can otherwise play the game normally, each player taking turns drawing from the table deck and either moving on or playing cards and all that. Pretty easy to find instructions on how to play Pazaak, so I won't go into any more detail on that. And there you have it. Poor man's Pazaak with standard playing cards.